Well, it certainly is one of those days. Battlefield 6 is here with an announcement trailer featuring gameplay and Limp Bizkit, which is kind of tight. But does DICE and EA have what it takes to dig this franchise, this once beautiful franchise, out of the gutter back to the top? So we all know that Battlefield has had its ups and downs. Some would say it peaked in the Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, 4, Bad Company 1 and 2 era. Other people liked the Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5 era. I personally was even a fan of Battlefield 2142, but I think there's a drop-off that happens with Battlefield 2042. People didn't like the class system, the hero system. The maps just kind of felt empty. And honestly, not my favorite Battlefield, not their best showing. But I never lost faith because I do remember those beautiful days, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, hanging out with my boys, learning how to use the sniper rifle. Pretty awesome. We're leaving the future. We're heading back to the modern combat era, which I personally am a huge fan of, and the gameplay looks insane. Now, don't get too hyped up here because we do this every single time a AAA studio releases the next big game. It looks awesome, the trailer looks awesome, hopefully the game is awesome. But we can't be pre-ordering and doing all these things until we know for sure. Big maps, classic combat, awesome visuals, destructible worlds, it all seems pretty sweet. But only time will tell, as it always does with these games. So maybe don't run out and buy this one right away, but chill. Let's see how it develops. I'm sure we'll see some early access footage. You know, they always love to give these games to the streamers. Just wait, just chill. Don't pre-order it, guys. Don't do it. Don't be that guy. Don't pre-order it just because you're excited for a new Battlefield. With that being said, I am excited for it. I think it's going to be really cool, but you gotta keep the skepticism alive with these AAA devs. They're always up to something, aren't they? Anyway, let's get into this week's recap. We played a bunch of really cool games today. Let's check it out. The first game I played this week was called Darkblade Ascent. What is Darkblade Ascent? Well, it's another roguelite. I know. I play a ton of roguelites on the show, but it is the fad right now. Everybody loves roguelites right now, especially indie developers. They love to make them. Some do it better than others. This game, made by two brothers, does it pretty well. Honestly, I had a pretty good time with this one. Two different game modes, Ascension and Hideout. One gives you a classic round-based roguelite experience, kind of dull, kind of boring, but the Hideout kind of meshes a Tarkov and a roguelite. You put it into first person, you add gear, it's like Diablo, it's like Tarkov, it's like Death Must Die. I don't know. What I do know is that it turns into a pretty fun game, especially at a low price point made by indie studio. The main word we should think about here is potential. You know, a lot of these games only get so far because nobody knows they exist. That's part of the beauty of this channel. I get to play all these different games. People don't know you find little gems, guys. You find little gems. This one's a good one. Is it 10 out of 10 amazing? It's not there yet, but it's pretty good. I really enjoyed my time with it. And you know, it does a lot of really interesting things, and I think it's got a future as long as people show interest in it. So if it looks interesting to you, maybe give this one a shot. I think they just overhauled all of the combat, so you know they're working on it. The graphics are what they are. It looks pretty good. On this channel, I kind of generally try to give things a pass-fail instead of a rating. Sometimes I do say like nonsensical ratings like, this game's a 10 out of 10 or this game's a 5 out of 10. It doesn't mean anything. What really matters is when I give a game a pass-fail. Does this have potential? Is it worth playing? Does it have a future? Is it utter trash? This game is a pass. I really like it. It's a pass. I just hope they keep on working on it because it's got, that's right, potential. What's next? Brace yourselves. I played another roguelite. This time in the form of Achilles Survivor. I think they released 2 games this week under the same name, Achilles. You know, one Survivor, one is something. It's just a guess. I saw 2 games. They looked very similar. They were 2 different types of games. I think they doubled up on their engine and just, you know, to change it. Is it a good roguelite? As I said in this main video, I feel like roguelites these days, they try to come up with one mechanic that makes them stand out from the pack. And in my humble opinion, that doesn't always do enough. There are so many roguelites and so many companies are trying to just get theirs out there. Making one small mechanic change doesn't always seem like it's gonna be enough. Achilles Survivor, that mechanic is kind of a building mechanic where they have these blue ghostly circles you'll see on the map. You run into them and you can build upgrades and you can build turrets and defensive items and heals and all these things. And that's cool, but that's the mechanic. That's the whole mechanic. Like, I think that's that's the only thing they really did to set their game apart. That being said, the game does have a lot of depth. There's a lot of levels. There's a ton of levels. There's a bunch of characters. You know, you've got your skill trees, all these things that all of these games are doing. You got to ask yourself, is this game doing it any better than any other game? The honest answer there is, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't feel like there was nothing about this game that made me say, oh, I'm going to keep playing this. It's not. When I played Death Must Die, that game hooked me. When I played Dwarven Realms, that game hooked me. When I played Achilles Survivor, it was just another roguelite with a slightly modified game mechanic. That being said, you know, if you're just a super fan of the genre, this might just work for you. Is it terrible? Absolutely not. Does it have potential? Perhaps. I don't know what else they would do to this to make it better. Just kind of exists in its own little world, you know? Just like me.
Void Era.
But yeah, if you're looking for a consistent, predictable roguelite, maybe this is the one for you. On to the next game. Hello? Sony, you in there? Have you always wanted to play an open world Twisted Metal game? First of all, let's talk about how neglected the car combat scene has been for so long. The only people I've even seen attempt to revive the genre is indie developers, and most of them are just okay. I've played a few of them in the past. Enter Fumes. Dude, this game is incredible. It is essentially an open world car combat, and it feels great. The cars feel heavy. The combat is exciting. I feel like there's so much waiting for me to explore in this game. I just didn't have time to do it all in the hour that I played it or however long I played it. It has a ton of upgrades. Every time you complete a mission, you're getting upgrades. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Customization, custom skins. It's got humor. It's fun. It's exciting. It's fast-paced. It's amazing. And it really makes me resent Sony a little bit more for abandoning our sweet, sweet child Twisted Metal. Hey, but at least we got a really cool TV show for Twisted Metal, right? Right? Guys! I genuinely hope that Sony sees this game and says, oh, it is possible. We can make a good modern car combat game. But for all of that thinking, I also feel like this is a really good opportunity for Fumes to really take the bull by the... I hope this game makes so much money that whoever developed this is forced to either keep working on it or make another game that's a car combat game. Make it multiplayer, open world. Dude, do it big. Do it huge. Make it the Twisted Metal we've always wanted since Twisted Metal Black. I think we can all agree that Twisted Metal peaked during Black. It's not Twisted Metal's fault that Sony keeps making these games that are lackluster. They tried to revive Twisted Metal. They failed horribly. Well, here's an idea, guys. Call these guys. Ask them, hey, you want a job? You want to make $1 billion? Everybody can use $1 billion. All I know is somebody's got to do it, and somebody better do it. I want it. You want it. In the meantime, go play Fumes. This game is a 10 out of 10. Pass, fail? Pass. Big pass. That's it for the wrap up, guys. I'm starting a new schedule here on YouTube. I kind of want to shake things up. I've been doing this for a year, trying to upload daily. It's been going really well. But I've always had this idea of doing extra content. I want to start talking about popular topics. I want to start doing a recap of all the games I played, because some people can't keep up with daily videos. So maybe on Fridays, when you're seeing this right now, you'll be like, oh, I got to see cool games. I got some topical conversation out of it. Very cool. So if I make this video on Thursday and release it on Friday, well, then what do I release on Thursday? Aha! I'm going to start live streaming here on YouTube on Thursdays instead of uploading a video. You're obviously not going to know that this week, but next week, Thursdays will be live streams. Fridays will be recaps. Weekends will be... for all I know. But that's it, guys. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Hey, make sure to check the description. I will have links down there to join Discord, check out the games, and, well, yeah, whatever else I end up putting down there. Who knows? Could be anything. Make sure to drink your water, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye!